Well, hello there, all my Mayflowers, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ari May here, but you already know that. As you can tell by the title of the video, today's my 20th birthday. Finally, the big 2-0. Been waiting for this day for a long time. As you can tell by the title of the video, though, I'm pretty much just going to be... Sorry, that cough is still here. It's never gone away yet. Anyways, in this video, I'm pretty much just going to be reflecting back on life and just looking back at my teenage years and my life in general. When you're a kid, and when you're younger, when you're in elementary school, when you're in kindergarten, middle school, all you want to do is you want to go forward. You never want to just sit there and bask in the moment. You always just want to go forward. You never want to, really just soak everything in and enjoy life. I remember, sorry. It feels like just yesterday is when I was starting kindergarten, starting my elementary school years, my high school years, middle school years. I remember it all like it was yesterday. And it was, for God's sakes, elementary school, I started that 14, 15 years ago. It's insane how fast life truly goes. Like I said, when you're younger, you truly never realize how fast life is going until you get older. To anyone who's younger and who just wants to go forward, enjoy your youth, enjoy the years you have, because you never get to go back. There are so many adults and just people my age even, like people who are 19, 20 now, 21, and even older adults. Like, anytime you ask them, what's a fond memory from their, younger years, they'll always tell you, oh, this, if I could go back and relive this once, I would, or this or that, whatever. There's always those few moments that people just wish they could relive one more time. So, if something great's going on in your life, enjoy it, bask in the moment, just soak it up and enjoy it while it's there. Don't take anything for granted while you're young. Because you never know when somebody's going to die. You never know when anything's going to happen, and life just goes by too fast not to appreciate anything and not to, you never realize how fast life truly goes until you get older, like I've said many times already in these last 3 minutes. You truly never do. Like my teenage years, 2 years ago from today, I never would have thought I would be where I am today. I never would have thought I would have found myself within the last 2 years. I never would have thought I started living as my true self. I never would have thought I would have made so many big strides to become who I truly am. My teenage years were honestly great. I don't really have any complaints to make, to be honest with you, for my teenage years. I learned a lot. I met a lot of great people. I had a lot of great times with a lot of great people. I associated with some of the wrong people at times, but all that did was teach me what to look for in a friend, and just, yeah. My teenage years, I spent a lot of my teenage years, I talked about in past videos. Well, my older videos, I guess not really. Anyways, I've talked about in my past videos how my whole teenage years I really spent confused and just trying to find myself, and that was true. I still enjoyed myself, though. I still had great friends. I was surrounded by awesome people. Like I said, at times I associated with the wrong people, but everybody associates with the wrong people at least once or twice in their life. Sorry, bugging the crap out of me. Anyways, I've enjoyed my life so much. I've made such big strides. 2 years ago was when I started figuring out who I was, when I was turning 18, was when I was really making strides to figure out who I was and to figure out if I was transgender or not. Started watching Princess Jules and everything. I've talked about it in my past videos, like I said, but I never would have thought in 2 years I would have come out as transgender. Fought through so much shit and so much hell to get to where I'm at today, and to be living as my true self. Never would have thought in my lifetime that would have happened. But I could truly say one thing. I have never been this happy. As you all watch my videos, I am I'm very happy. I always have a smile on my face. And it's always a genuine smile, which is such a rare thing to find in this day and age, a genuine smile. And just, my teenage years truly were great. I feel like just yesterday I started elementary school. I feel like just yesterday I started high school. I feel like just yesterday I started middle school. When I was younger, I never, like when I was like 13, 14, I was like every other teenager. And even when I was like 11, 12, all I wanted to do was go forward. I never wanted to just take a step back and just soak in the moment. All I wanted to do was just go forward. And it was sad. It's sad now that, like, I think back on a lot of times when I was younger, and they were great times. But I think back at the time, and I didn't, like, soak in, I didn't take them in. I didn't really just appreciate them. I kind of just took them off for granted. Like, all I wanted to do was go forward. Like, 'cause when I was a teenager, all I wanted to do was get my driver's license. That was the number one thing I was looking forward to, that next step of freedom. And finally, when I turned 16, got my permit, got my license, and I was truly just like, this is awesome. I'm finally 16. Finally got my permit, my driver's license. So I didn't really just think about anything. I was just like, okay, I wanted to get to 18. I was like every other 16-year-old, because when you're 16, you're like in the middle of your teenage years, because you were 13, 14, 15. So you're more mature than when you started your teenage years, but you're not as mature as you're going to end it. Like when I was 16, you would have told me that I would be this 4 years later. I would have just been like, you're crazy, absolutely not. Like that's insane. But like I said, back then, I didn't know who I was. I didn't have anything figured out. I was still confused as all fucking hell. But in the long run, everything worked out the way it was supposed to be. I have never been happier. I have never been as genuinely happy as I am now. I'm living a dream finally. I'm living the dream that my whole life I was destined to live, which is truly phenomenal. Truly, truly phenomenal. And I couldn't be happier with just the way life's turned out for me. Like I said, my last few years of my teenage years, when I was 18 and 19, 17, 18, 19, like when I was 17 turning 18, I was like, oh yeah, I'm finally gonna be 18. But in all reality, when you turn 18, the only good things about turning 18 are if you rub tobacco or smoke cigarettes, you could legally buy it. You could vote. But in the state that this next election coming up is in, with Donald Trump against Hillary Clinton, we're screwed regardless. If you're a Trump or Hillary supporter, yeah, you'll see how things will turn out whenever. I could be wrong, but I'm not going to get into politics here. Anyways, you could vote when you're 18, and you're tried as an adult. You're no longer a minor. And whenever I was turning 17, like when I was 17 turning 18, I was just like, wow, I'm finally going to be 18. I'm not going to be a minor no more. I'm going to be able to do so much more stuff. So much is going to change. But guess what? Nothing changes. Like I said, unless you smoke cigarettes or cigars or rub tobacco, then nothing's going to change for you. If you're excited to vote, then that's a plus. But other than that, you're going to be tried as an adult in situations, no matter what the situation is. You will no longer be tried as a minor. You will be tried as an adult. So, yeah. Then when you turn 18, you realize, like, after you realize nothing's going to change, it's just like, oh, okay then, well, whatever. For me, on the other hand, when I turned 18, a lot did start changing. I found who I truly was. I told most of my good friends and my, like, mom and brother I've talked about in past videos, but I told them who I truly was. And then, when I turned 19, I started living into who I truly was. So, just so much has changed over the last 2 years of my life. When I was 18, I never would have thought I'd be where I'm at today. I mean, I knew eventually I was going to find myself, but I didn't know it would lead to me to where I'm at. I'm so glad it did, though, because I'm beyond happy with my life, where it's at now. And whenever you're 19, turning 20, it all finally hits you like, holy crap, my life is over. Like, not my life, but like, your teenage years, your youth years. You're no longer something that starts with the digit number 1. You're now 20, not teens, you were now 20s. I don't know what I was trying to do with my hands there. Anyways, just what I'm saying to everybody who's younger here, who watches this video, take a step back, enjoy your youth, enjoy your life, no matter whether it's good or bad going on, enjoy it, because one day you're going to look back on that memory, and you're going to realize it helped you in some way, shape, or form. If it was something bad, it taught you something positive. If it was something positive, then it's a positive story and a good memory to look back on. There are so many memories I wish I could just go back in time and just relive just once or twice. Even bad memories. I wish I could go back and relive some of my worst memories just so I could see how they played out and how I could have handled it differently. Just, yeah, enjoy your life. Never take anything for granted. You never know when anything's going to end. My teenage years, I've met so many great people. I met everybody at the stick. I met my best friend Sarah. Met one of my best friends Kevin. Met Kyle. Me and my brother finally became close after wanting to tear each other limb from limb when we were younger. I became close with Sammy. So many great people came into my life. I met my friend Felicia, who none of you have met yet. I met my friend Misty, who you've all met. Just so much has happened in my teenage years. Over this last few months, I may have lost family, but that family I lost, fuck off. Finally had to say it. So if you ever see this, Kelly and the few others I don't talk to, this is a direct shot at you, because you're the ones who have abandoned me and who will miss out on the rest of my life. If you ever came crawling back, I don't want you back in my life. Just know that. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed. Sorry about my little shot at the end. Just kind of had to take a little shot at the people who have abandoned me over these last few months. But to those who have not abandoned me and who have taken a step up and been even more awesome friends, you all know who you are. I'm not going to name you all. I love you all. You are all truly amazing people. Thank you to everybody who's wished me happy birthday on Facebook, by the way, and who's texted me, who's called me, who's messaged me. Thank you all. It means so much to me. I love you all to death, Mayflowers. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And tomorrow is my 2 months on hormones. Finally, at 2 months. So I'm gonna do a little update for you all tomorrow. And I have two more videos for you this week. If you follow me on Facebook, you saw last Friday night that Vice Versa had... you saw Vice Versa had a fundraiser for the tragedies in Orlando. So I'll make a little video on that. And I'm a huge video game nerd. That's never going to change. So I'm going to make a video about my most anticipated video game releases for fall of 2016. Alrighty, everyone. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I hope you all stay tuned for the next few. Love you all so much. Bye, everyone.